More violence in Mumbai because the Maharashtra Navnirman chief Raj Thackeray is back to his old tricks of playing Marathi versus outsiders in the city. His latest diktat, burn new auto-rickshaws, which he claims are mainly owned by non-Maharashtrans. He spoke about this yesterday, and today some of his supporters have gone and attacked the house of a BJP MLA who questioned Raj Thackeray. Take a look at what Raj is up to. It's our face-off tonight. Should this man be allowed to speak like this, get away with this? Is this national or anti-national? So will action be taken against Raj Thackeray for inciting violence? Is this plain hate speech by the MNS leader? Joining me now, Sandeep Deshpande of the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, Raj Thackeray's party, and also joining me, Rahul Narvekar, now with the NCP. I appreciate both of you joining us. Sandeep Deshpande, let me once again reiterate what Raj Thackeray said yesterday at your rally, your 10th foundation day. The government is going to issue 70,000 new rickshaw permits, all of them to outsiders. It should have been given to Marathi youths. I tell you what to do. If you see a new auto on the road, stop it, ask the passenger to get down and burn it. If this is plain incitement to violence. It is against the law of the country. Why should your leader not be arrested? Why should your action not be taken against your leader?
See, let me clear one thing. We have been fighting for the last 10 years for the cause of Marathi youth. We think that they should get the jobs of whatever is available in Maharashtra. And when we are asking the government, after the several representation to the government, still if they are not going to do that, then we will have to use all the methods which are available with us.
No, this is not a
the government. That
Mr.
the jobs
Deshpande,
are for the Marathi people and they should get it.
Ji, you have every right to ask for jobs for locals, but you cannot give an order which is essentially incitement to violence. Already just a few hours ago, a BJP MLA who has criticized your party, his house has been attacked. Next you will attack these rickshaw drivers. These are poor rickshaw drivers. Whether they come from Bihar or any part of the country, they are Indians. You have no right to incite violence in this manner. I am sorry, Mr. Deshpande, this is against the law of the land.
Rajdeep, you may be right on your part, but let me explain you my part. Where part after giving several representations, if the government is not able to understand what we are saying, then we have got each and every right to understand them. What are all our
You have
our
no
demands
right,
are.
Mr. Deshpande. You have no
And
right
we make
to use
sure that
you have no right to
his
use
demands.
violence, Mr. Deshpande.
We will
Please show
use
me.
all the methods. We will use
All
all
the
the methods.
methods?
If the law want to take their own action, they can take.
You know,
We
I
are
am
going to
shocked.
use all the methods
I
for
am
the
shocked
cause of
for
Marathi
you,
Manoj.
sir. I am
If the law
shocked.
want to take its own course, they can
I am
use
not
it.
shocked. I am shocked but not surprised given the past history of the MNS where you have resorted to Thokshahi in the past. But Rahul Narvekar, please respond to this. Because at the end of the day, the fact is all other parties in Maharashtra, whether it is the BJP which is in power or your party, don't seem to want to take on the MNS. You even had a tie-up with them in the Pune Municipal Corporation to form the to get the mayor's post there. So how do I know that you are not going to take on a Raj Thackeray? Here is someone inciting violence, should be in jail for what he has said.
Well, Rajdeep, at the outside, let me tell you the tall claims of the MNS that this is a fight for the cause of the Marathi youth. I think this is a fight for survival of the MNS. So let's face that reality. And I think I'm not worried about the violence of a few, but it's the silence of the many that bothers me. Like you rightly said, that this is completely incitement of violence. And that being the case, why is this government quiet? I mean, don't they have the courage to go up and make the concerned leader accountable for the statements that he's made?
In fact, the BJP, we tried to get several BJP leaders. Some of them have not even come on the program. So there are serious question marks over whether the Maharashtra government, which claims that they are examining Raj Thackeray's speech, is going to actually act against them. But But let us be honest, Mr. Narvekar, even your party has treated Raj Thackeray with kid gloves. That's why he gets away with it every time. He has got away with making such statements in the past because you treat him with kid gloves.
Well, that's not true. When the Congress NCP government was in power, we've taken appropriate action. There have been cases filed against the MNS cadre, whoever have been responsible for attacks in the past. They have not been spared, and they will not be spared under whenever we are in government. Let me also tell you that this present government has been absolutely irresponsible in not immediately filing an FIR against the concerned leader, despite every a clear threat to people at large.
Mr. Narvekar, you are saying this, but Mr. Deshpande, please respond. There is one point that Rahul Narvekar made, which many are making now, that your party is facing desperate times. In the last elections, for example, you barely won what? One seat with 3.1% of the votes, which is why you are resorting to this politics now of violence to try and get some mileage, some publicity, try and once again raise the Marathi Manus issue before the Mumbai municipal elections. But how can you talk like this? As one Bihar leader has said, Mumbai kisi ki Jagir nahi hai. Mumbai is not your Jagir that you can go and do what you want there, Mr. Deshpande. You can't incite your followers to beat up people, to break rickshaws.
Do you want me to respond?
Please
or
respond.
Or you are only going to talk?
No, you please respond.
Thank you. That's what I'm telling you. Just now, Mr. Rahul Narvekar, whatever he has said that we don't have ground and that's why we are using all sort of these methods. Rahul should think about his own performance of NCP. They should not give us any suggestions. The one more thing I want to tell you, Bihar should not guide us to Maharashtra, what we are going to do or what we should do. They should look about their own state. It is the problem of their state that we are facing.
You be bothered about the
It is the problem that Bihar and Uttar Pradesh has not developed their state. That's why we are facing a problem.
Mr. Deshpande,
it is about their state that they are not developed.
Mr. Deshpande, the fact is, if a poor migrant is coming from Bihar and UP to run an auto rickshaw, he is a citizen of India. You cannot have a passport for Mumbai. You cannot have a passport for Mumbai, sir.
Maharashtra has to do all these things.
Sir, you find a legal way. Sir, you have every right. Sir, Deshpande ji, you have every right to find a legal way. You can't use violence. My problem is with violence. You have every right to, if you come to power, bring a law in the country.
If you allow me to speak, I'll answer all your questions. If you allow me to, if you don't interrupt me, then only I can answer your questions. Rajiv, if you don't interrupt me,
okay,
then
I want to interrupt you. Rahul, please, one minute.
You have to give me sufficient time to answer my questions.
Mr. Deshpande, I have a simple question for you. Are you an Indian, number one? Number two, do you believe in the constitution of this country? Because if you are an Indian, you are amenable to the constitution of this country. So, could you answer these two questions?
Are you an Indian is being asked to you, Mr. Deshpande. Or are you anti-national?
Are you an Indian?
See, whether I am Indian or not, I don't have to buy a certificate from you. Rajiv, I don't have to get a certificate from you that I am Indian. I know it from my heart who I am.
There is no certificate.
Okay.
There is no certificate.
So I don't need any certificate from the media that I am Indian. I don't need to prove to you.
I am asking you, aren't you, Mr. Deshpande, aren't you proud
that
to
is
say
a
that
very
you are Indian?
irrelevant question, and I don't need certificate from you.
Okay.
I don't need certificate from you.
Very relevant.
Rahul, please hold on.
That is very relevant.
Producer,
that
please
is
don't
very
cross-talk.
relevant.
Okay. I want to ask you, Mr. Deshpande, a simple thing. When Kanhaiya Kumar is sent to jail for sedition for speeches, how different is it?
If our demands are not met, we are going to use all the methods which are available with us.
Even violence. Even violence. How different are you? I mean, Kanhaiya Kumar is arrested because allegedly he made certain speeches. Your leader is openly inciting violence and nothing happens. And who is national and who is anti-national then? You are asking people to attack your own fellow Indians. Then, is this not being anti-national? Is a Bihari or UPI not an Indian?
Who is national and who is anti-national? Do you think we need a certificate from you? Let people decide it. Let people decide it. You are not the person to decide it.
No, 1 minute, Mr. Deshpande. How can you come on television and say that,
Yeah, of course,
that you
people
can
will
use
decide
any
it.
method,
It is not
that
a
you can
media
use
trial or
violence?
something like that.
You believe that, is this the image of Maharashtra, Mumbai, that you want to show, that you will use violence against someone and break their auto rickshaws because they are getting permits? The fact is that they are also coming for jobs. The
See,
fact is they are coming for jobs.
After, Rajiv, let me be very clear. After giving several representation to the government, if the government is not listening to our demands, then what the option is left to us?
I am
What option is left?
well, the option,
We should not fight our own battle.
the option is to follow a legal constitution. Please file a court case, go to the courts of the country.
We have followed, but still if the government is not responding, what we are supposed to do?
They don't even
May
believe
I
in the
ask you a question? What we
judiciary
are supposed
because
to
the matter is sub judice, but they want to.
do? It is not
Mr.
sub judice.
Deshpande, I know you
It is
don't
not
even
sub
believe in the
judice.
judiciary
It
of
is
this
the thing
country
that somebody
because
has
the
gone to
matter is
the
sub
court.
judice.
It is-
The matter is sub judice.
Whether it is sub judice or not,
Each and everything cannot be decided in the court.
I see.
Each and everything cannot be decided in the court.
So there
It
is
for
no-
the
so
government
each
to
of
take the
everything
decision.
can- so
If
you
the
don't-
government
I
is not
think
taking
things
the
can only be
decision,
decided in
we'll
the
make
courts
it-
of MNS.
We'll make it sure that government takes the decision on this.
okay. I'm going to ask you then, Rahul
It
Narvekar,
is not
are you
always for the judiciary to decide. It is for the government to decide. And if the government is not take the decision, we'll make it sure that government takes the decision what we feel is correct.
Well, I am going to leave it then to the viewer to judge. Here are the viewers. I want to ask you what Mr. Deshpande has said, what his leader, Mr. Raj Thackeray, has said. Does this amount to a violation of the law? We've had a huge debate in the last few weeks in this country as to who is national and who is anti-national. Our speeches which call for attacking the rickshaws of UPites and Biharis in Mumbai, nationalism or anti-nationalism? I don't want to hand over any certificates, but I want the viewer to judge of this country. Is this the face of India that we want?
Thank you.
And I want to ask the party in power, the BJP, which is the party along with the Shiv Sena in power, are they going to act or not when something like this happens? Rahul Narvekar, Mr. Deshpande, I appreciate your joining us. Thank you very much.
This month, this was revealed by Attorney General, who told the Supreme Court that Mallya, who is being sued by a consortium of banks, is not in the country. The Supreme Court has meanwhile issued a notice to Vijay Mallya after the
Independent became so much more important to me, and when the opportunity to name a company came in, I sort of felt On Your Own is possibly the best name that could come by.
So, how many of you knew the full form of